audience for any questions of any of the panelists or the panelists as a whole.
You guys are probably like, we're all plant-based vegan leaders who do it perfectly. Yes.
What are your guys' thoughts on like the tech meeting? Because I think in the tech space there's more and more investment going into plant-based food, and there's more and more investment in making plant-based food and eating easier in this fast-paced world. So companies like Blue Apron or Good Food that deliver these meals, do you think the meals that they're catering for their audience are more healthy than alternative options and kind of fit that bridge between fast-paced life but still eating healthy and still connecting over food?
I don't know that company, so yeah. I actually just ordered a fresh prep because some of my clients use it, so I wanted to order it to know what my clients were eating and doing and to see how the experience was. So personally, I found that there would be a lot of waste, but that's just my environmental brain going. But I do think it's good because they're getting in the kitchen and they're actually cooking the items. So if the person is going to be making things from scratch from home, there's just no time, they're adrenally exhausted, then that is great. That's better than getting takeout. They're in the kitchen, they're cooking, they're eating with their family. So I definitely think it's good if there's just no time. Yeah. But I think it's interesting too that you mentioned like the tech world, like more investment into plant-based companies. Like I forget the company, but they were making dairy milk and they like switched over and now they do fully nut milk.
Plant-based.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like so, companies are realizing that who knows their intention. Maybe it's for investment purposes, but there is definitely a shift there, and I think it is a smart time to invest in Canadian plant-based. It's growing.
So I guess there's two components to the tech piece, one being the food delivery and then one being the pretend beyond burger meat tech, like the laboratory meat. That stuff will kill you because if you just look at the ingredients, those ingredients are not any different than the same ingredients that are in bags of fast food and gas station food and things like that, but they just managed to make it look and smell and taste like meat. So there's still all the refined ingredients in that. So people are making the switch to that, and maybe it's great because some people will claim that it's getting them more aware of the concept of plant-based eating, but unfortunately it still contains the same ingredients that cause heart disease and diabetes and everything else. Now for the other tech companies that are doing food delivery, I think it is fantastic because a lot of the ingredients are fruits and vegetables. Some of them do have meat. Often less meat, I found, than if somebody were to buy a steak and fry it up in a pan and cook it that way. So that side, like you said, is great because it gives them the option to eat vegetables, which is wonderful. My only concern with it is that it's really expensive to get that food delivery service. So it definitely doesn't mean that the people who, like Indigenous communities and single parents or even parents who have kids who are well off trying to live in Vancouver, where it's virtually, it's quite difficult to do. I don't know if it'll mean that they're doing it every day, so I'm curious as what they're eating when they're not ordering, but I'm hoping there's some knowledge transfer happening there. And then my only other concern is the organic piece because of the fact that Dr. Zach Bush out of Virginia, what he found is he was a medical doctor who was doing chemo research and then he switched to fully plant-based medicine with his patients, but he found when he switched his patients over to a plant-based diet, 1/3 of them would get better, 1/3 of them would stay the same, and 1/3 of them would get worse. And he couldn't understand that. So he started looking at the food, and he found that, oh yeah, I now have my clients eating all these fruits and vegetables, but it's not organic. And so they're taking in huge quantities of pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, and that was decimating their microbiome and then causing ill health. And so once he switched them onto an organic diet, he saw like 80-90% of his clients get better. So the organic piece, I think, is still, it's always going to be that lagging piece because people will probably make the argument that it's more expensive, and yes, it is slightly more expensive. So I guess that would be my only concern, and especially when it translates into the companies that do juice cleanses. you know, every time you drink a juice, you're eating 4 to 6 times more vegetables and fruits than you would be if you just ate the food itself with all the fiber. So that means if you're having non-organic juice, you're taking in 4 to 6 times more pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides. So that is my concern with companies that offer non-organic juice cleansing or juices in general. So that, yeah, I hope that falls into the tech piece, that last one.
So like everything, read the ingredients, even if it says healthy, plant-based, still gotta read the ingredients.
Or ask them. Like, there's a local juice shop in Vancouver, and I love what they're doing with the community, but I'm always bugging them. So when you guys do switch to organic, like if you feel comfortable, like get the conversation started. It doesn't have to be confrontational, just be curious.